When a Khan Berserker charged you, but somehow he survived, and made that 12-inch charge. Legion picking. The loud one is mine. I like purple. Smelly. Hey guys, there's one more left over there. Screech. Aliens. Exists. The two kind of solutions to this problem. Duck the aliens. Duck the aliens. I've seen everything wholesome in 40k. All candidates in the guard are officers, and if they give you a verbal command, follow it before you report to psych. That's how much they are respected. Lindris after sending Titus on a seaside mission to a planet balls deep in chaos, only to see him return not only as the only uninjured survivor, but once again completely uncorrupted. He can't keep getting away with it. Lord Cole, you can't just post the N-word in the general chat. The hell I can't. Hard to swallow pills. Warp travel is mostly efficient and uneventful. Dark angels are not traitors. Tiger happy commisses are the exception. The Imposition rarely does exterminates, and the Inquisition mandatory part of the Imperium regardless of what the TTS says. The majority of IG regiments use good tactics. Tor are not commies. Nurgle is not caring, it is just eternal apathy and suffering. Admechar technological genius is not toaster files. Anything chaos-related is horrible beyond comprehension and praise of chaos is never warranted. Brothers, it is with great pleasure to inform you that I took a bath while watching Warhammer lore videos. Suffice to say I'm prunelly up now. The absolute state of 40k. 1. Open Warhammer Internet. 2. A custode, a woman who is shivering, because it is very cold, a piece of his own cloak. You can't report him, if you don't know his chapter. Biggie was not holding back. Horus was stronger than him. It's literally in the books. If those kids could read, they'd be very upset. Somewhere in the Eye of Terror. Superradiation, deforestation, smug, toxic, hate, by your powers combined. I'm Adeptus Mechanicus. Get to work. The gods require pawns for their great game. Is this all we are to you? The once proud Mechanicum, reduced to some kind of Games Workshop. A shooting star. I wish for Games Workshop to release more Zenus models. Lol duck you. The models I want. The models I can afford. Girls with the same outfit. Oh my god, I can't believe you right now, Becky. Boys with the same outfit. My depression. Playing Warhammer. Reading Warhammer. Everything is canon. British people patiently waiting for someone to enter melee distance. Brother, I must pet this creature. Mushroom learns to crawl, after being given robot body. Do you want orcs? Because this is how you get orcs. 40k and fantasy fans having some great games released in recent years. Meanwhile Age of Sigmar fans. The poor soldat's responsible for casualty reports of his unit. Oh, I thought you were dead. Kane, for the third time this week. My dealt was greatly exaggerated. Korn/Slanesh diplomatic relations. Go duck yourself. Duck me yourself, you coward. Con, Nurgle, Slanesh, Obscenge. Which side are you on? Calling casual fans tourists for not taking the law seriously enough. Hello, tourist. Enjoy your stay, and don't let the door smack your race on the way out. Telling law fans that the law exists to sell plastic toys. It's almost like Belk Library is the satellite franchise fiction of a tabletop miniatures game or something. What I'm reading, this was your father's command, boy, and you all agreed to it. To disobey now is to break faith with the Emperor himself. The Primarch gave a wry, defiant grin. My brother's name was, faster than human thought. Malkata's empty hand snapped up into an arcane gesture long forgotten by any other living soul on Terra. What I'm thinking. Mind keeping the heresy down. I'm trying to watch Pawn over here. Imperial Godsman, slaps Trezim. This weirdo likes to. Exhibit number 218,493, a ducking aid jot. Guys, I think Alfarius has penetrated Terra's defenses. Will you please listen? I'm not the Omnitia, he is the Omnitia. Cultist, my lord, we have slain the enemy's chaplain. Chaos Space Marine fighting Blood Angels. You what? A starts. Secret level. Badass Space Marine representation. Looking at miniatures online. Holy shit, I love this mini. These highlights, nice. Smooth color application. Look at the subtle highlights on the red tape things between his legs. That shiny gold. Would love to field an army like that. Looking at my own miniatures. Incomplete or inconsistent edge highlights. Patchy base color. Not even all details painted. No shadows or highlights on gold parts. It's a total mess. I will never be able to paint to a standard that I really like. Hey Vrain, I heard you have a cat. Yep. Can I please go to your place to pet the cat? I'm sure. So where's the cat? Portal is shutting down. Unplug. Meow. Tolkien describing a tree 4 pages. Tolstoy describing Napoleonic Wars in 1225 pages. Warhammer 40k describing a fictional prequel Civil War for over 26,000 pages. Thinking about playing your turn. Actually playing your turn. What I thought engineering would be like versus how it actually is. Oh boy, I sure do love being on the brink of ultimate victory over the Imperium with my father defeated. I sure hope no totally average humans dares to fight me against all odds and make the ultimate sacrifice showing my father the monster I have become and buying just enough time to defeat me. League fans angry that Arcane retconned old lore. 40k fans. First time. Hey, Fulgrim, look at me, Butch. Keto, you son of a Gilliman. A visual diagram of the disposition of the traitor legions during the Siege of Terra. People will talk about the boys and it's just these 4. Clinically insane guy. Self-proclaimed alpha. Man who never showers. Privert. Archival footage of the start of the Emperor's Human Webway project. Me counting how much money I saved on that cheap flight to Italy. Imperial Titans. Gigantic walking churches with even bigger weapons of mass destruction. Terran BO Titans. Basically big bugs. Eldar and Tor Titans. Some weeb shot. 14-year-old girl. Billy Eilish's songs are so sad. Me, not really. 14-year-old girl. I bet you haven't experienced true sadness in your life. Me. Robute Gilliman waking up on Macrig after being in stasis. Greatest gaslight of all time. Stands up and stretches, looks at the custodian. No one will believe you. Sits back down. Rogaldorn corrupted in the warp. Blood for the blood guard, blood for the blood guard. I'm Rogaldorn. Let me guess, your Imperium. It was, and it was beautiful. The chapter relics. Love, where's the chapter relics? Under the sink. Wait, I'm not married. Ah, ha. Crump modernity. Find the old ways. Imperial Fist, when you are already an artist, but now you can be a superhuman space marine artist in space. Hanlon Punk, a subgenre in which the ruling power or powers of the setting inflicts and/or allows massive harm simply by accident, not malice. And I was like, I'm Alfarius. When you're new to 40k and decide to watch a low video, I like your funny words, magic man. New password, flesh, weak. New password, machine, strong. Space Wolf Bless says anything. The entire 40k community, silence, furry. World Eaters versus World Beaters. Bro, how do I know who's the enemy? Who cares? Just kill someone. British Museum. Ah, awake at last. Wait, Weatherfee. Greetings. You've been legally acquired by, and thus are the property of the British Museum. Huh, so that's how it feels like. The new Fulgrim model's face looks terrible. Indeed, he looks like somebody detonated a virus bomb in his face. I didn't get the joke. DM, I'll explain. I also didn't get the joke. Google it. Games Workshop should never make female Space Marine. Mots, don't you dare finish that sentence. Don't do it. I'm sick of it. You now have access to perfect genetic engineering, infinite funds, and no ethics. What is the first thing you make? 20 Primarchs to serve as generals in my legions of studs. Charlie Bell. Female Space Marines. Warhammer 40,000. Nope. Your mission is vital to the survival of the Empire. Best I can do is 3 men. My soul belongs to the Emperor, what about your heart? Average Sekida fan, average faith enjoyer. The Lord of the Rings, Gollum Review. This stealth adventure has its charms, despite a fractured identity. Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2 Review. After a rip-roaring first impression, the long-awaited sequel quickly runs out of steam. Gollum won the argument. Khan, after swinging his axe in the air, seeing how suddenly the axe is covered in blood and his dealt counter increased by 1, visible confusion. The most beautiful Emperor's children versus the ugliest blood angel. Space Marines, Galactic Horrors, Guardsmen. Your Space Marine reinforcement arrive. It's the Salamanders. They all start saying Hydra the Minotaurs and call them themselves Alfarius.